Boo! I'm back. No makeup, no fancy nothing, no nothing. Got my shirt. Finally wore my MIW shirt, and of course, I've got my nice, soft, cozy, spooky pants. So where are we? Day 5. Day 5 of the Ween. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I got something, though. Got something. Should I tell stories first and then open this? Should I open this first? So, maybe I should tell the boring part first. Make everybody wait to see what I got. Okay, save this to the end. Day 5. So, I really didn't have a job until, like, later in my life. Didn't work. I worked. I had babysitting jobs. I had, I worked at a pet store. So my next real job was at A&B Pizza. And that's, like, up on the hill next to the Civic Center in Bismarck. And like I said in the other video, I'm not sure if it had anything to do with the boys or not. I don't know. I mean, it could have been them. But things at work started happening. Cups would fall, like, for no reason. There'd be a stack of cups and it would just crash. Stuff would get moved. Things would move. People would call my name, or other people would hear names being called. I was vacuuming one night, and the vacuum cord kept being pulled out of the wall, and there was nobody there. It was just me and the cook. Well, the cook was tearing down the kitchen. So, I was alone back there. There's no way that the cook could have gone back there and pulled the plug on me, because I would have seen them. Like, I would have seen the cook. And I could clearly see the cook from where I was. I could see them in the window as they were doing their stuff. So, that was freaky. That was where I was like, what is going on? Why is this happening to me? And this is when stuff was happening at Kat's trailer. I don't know. She would hear banging noises, and her furniture kept getting moved around on her when she wasn't home. And her son would talk to somebody that wasn't there. And then, speaking of the cult stuff, or the witchcraft, or whatever it was that was going on down by the river, my friend Casey kept telling me, and my other friend Kat, they kept telling me that Casey had a ghost, and I was like, no, there's no ghost at Casey's house. Kathy said she saw 2 little girls playing in the driveway, and I was like, no, you didn't. I didn't believe her. Casey always said she heard fighting, like upstairs or in the dark. Like, every time they'd shut the lights off, they'd hear fighting, and I was like, no, you didn't. You didn't hear fighting. And then one night, I was there at Casey's, and I was watching TV, and she had to go get her mom. And I'm like, well, I'll stay. I'll hang out. You go get your mom. I don't know why I didn't go. I was going to stay there. And I stayed there, and they had like a split level where the living room was down here, and then you go up the steps, and then the top part was the kitchen. And it was all dark up in the kitchen, and I'm sitting there watching TV. And I'm watching TV, and all of a sudden I hear, wah, 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 and then you hear the female voice, wah, 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 and I'm like, looking straight up, because I'm like, it's above my head, and I was just like, looking, and it was dark in their kitchen, but I could hear this argument, and it freaked me out, and I was just like, I'm not moving. I'm not getting up. I'm not turning the light on. I'm just going to pretend I don't hear them. But I could clearly hear two people fighting. It was just weird. And Casey comes home, and I was like, Casey, I believe you. And she knew right away what I was talking about. She knew that I meant the two, the people that she could hear fighting. So yeah, that was an interesting time period, because shortly after that, my mom passed. And it was so hard. It was just I was devastated. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't take care of myself. My husband, my friend, we all lived in the same with my mom. And then I had nowhere to go. Hey. Oh, are you grabbing the chips? Hi, guys. I'm tired. So anyway, we were lucky enough to find this little apartment that was like a couple blocks from my house. The guy that did all our financial affairs for Mom knew this guy, and so we pretty much moved in like right away. And I knew there was something wrong right away because I was cleaning in the kitchen. I was cleaning the kitchen, and I threw something in the garbage can, and I went in the bathroom, and I come out of the bathroom, and what I had thrown away in the garbage was in the middle of the floor, like in the middle of the hallway floor. We had no pets. We had, because we were cleaning. We were getting ready to move in, so we were cleaning it, and we were moving boxes and stuff in, and so there was, and so I was like, that's weird. Like, that was weird. We started hearing somebody come in the door and footsteps, boom, 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 up the steps, like somebody was coming up the steps. And I was like, I would always look, and there'd be nobody. And of course it was a split level apartment, so I mean, it could have been sound from the basement apartment carrying up, is what I always said. But one time, ex-boyfriend had who was still our roommate, so roomie, I guess. He had a girl over, and I was telling her, I was like, yeah, we have a ghost. She was like, no, you don't. I'm like, yes, we do. And you could clearly hear the thump and the boom, 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 boom. And she's like, oh, the boys are home. And I'm like, no. No. And she's like, no, the guys are back. And I'm like, no, they're not. And so she looks around the corner, and there's nobody there. And her face goes white. And she's just like, I'm going to go. And I was like, okay, you're not going to wait for the guys? All right, you can go. She had to wait for the guys, of course, but the minute the guys came home, she was like, gone, like out the door. I would often hear that noise late at night, and I would get on the computer, and I would be like, hi guys, I'm getting on the computer because I'm hearing footsteps, and I'm just kind of freaked out by it, so it was never anything scary. It was playful. There was a lot of, like, I had a shelf in the hallway full of toys, and the toys would always be flat. All of them would be laid down. I'd pick them up, they'd be laid down. I'd pick them up, they'd be laid down. It was a game. My friend, I had a guy friend that didn't believe me, and he one night went through that game of picking the toys up, watching them fall, picking them up, watching them fall. So that was kind of cool. The freakiest thing about that apartment was that I went to go take laundry into the bedroom. And I went into the bedroom, and I opened the door, and my Kiss toys, like I had a Kiss toy that was like this like this box. Okay, so the toy, one was on the ground, and the other toy was midair. Middle of the room, midair. Like middle of the room. And it just was like, slowly just went down onto the other one. And I turned myself around and I walked out. I was like, nope, nope. And I left the toys. I waited for the boys to come home and I was like, I didn't do this. You need to go look at it. There would often be things misplaced, things moved. I never saw anything. No shadows, no apparitions, no nothing. No nothing freaky, but you know, there was one Halloween where I was laying in bed trying to go to sleep, and the message machine on my phone, like I had a messaging thing, and it kept playing, so I kept hearing myself saying, you know, hi, this is Joe, we're not home right now, and I'm just laying in bed going, I'm too tired to get up and go check it out. Like, I didn't want to, like, the cats could have been stepping on it. It could have been the cats. And I was like, honey, you know, hubby, you want to go check it out? And he's like, no, forget it. And I'm like, all right. You know, it wasn't that big a deal. And I'm sure there are things that have happened that I don't remember. I had a bird, like one of those plastic birds on a branch, where you touch the bird's back and it sings. The damn bird would, like, sing all the time for no reason. I had a Halloween mask, like where the door opens and the face pops out. Well, that was light sensitive, so I was like, well, it's probably the light thing, but that thing went off a lot. Like, a lot. I finally started taking the batteries out, and then it didn't play. I'm glad it didn't play, because if it played with the batteries out, I would have freaked out, but it didn't. But that thing went off quite a bit. I don't know, it just, and it wasn't a scary vibe. It wasn't a scary, like, apartment. I loved that apartment. I loved it very much. So yeah, we had things going on at Kathy's house, we had things going on at my house, we had things going on at Casey's, I had stuff going on at work. And that's when I was just like, is it me? Am I picking up on things? Am I more sensitive than most people? My ex-husband was very sensitive. He was Native American, so apparently he saw things. He didn't tell me he did until later, but he saw stuff in that apartment. Yeah. So that is my babbling for today. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to space this all out. So it's like, you know, how many stories do I give you in one sitting before you get sick of me and stop watching? I have plenty more. So, shall we? I'm so excited. This, of course, is Warndall. And I love the package. I love this. I love that. I love that it says this package is haunted. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so excited. I'm tired though. I got called into work on Friday. Go figure. So I go in a full face of makeup. I was like, I'm here. I don't want to be here, but yep, here she is. Yay! Ooh. Yeah. There it is. Love, 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 love. That's awesome. Very cool. So yeah. As you can tell, I'm kind of addicted to t-shirts. Just a little bit. And of course, as always, the $1 card. I don't know, should I hang on to all of these? Like, hang on to all of these and see how many I can collect? Put them in a fishbowl or something and be like, yeah, look at my cards. I know, I'm weird. I hang on to all that stuff. I hang on to all the little pieces and everything. So, yeah. That's so awesome. I'm tired and excited. But I think I'm going to go watch some Mad Men. Because, you know, gotta work in the morning. Yay. And I will come back tomorrow with some more spooky stories. If you're not sick of them yet. I'm trying to think of things I can do. My friend and I might go to the haunts at some point in time. For Halloween, hopefully. Or something. So, try to get back onto the other not haunted, but the other pumpkin patch. But I'm gonna go. So, alright, good night guys. Stay spooky, see you later.